Our train to 30th Street will be coming in next. We're going to our day of railfanning at 30th Street Station today. Let's hope we catch some big trains coming in. Here comes my train to 30th Street. It's an airport train. A local. Rail cars 128 and I think 129 or 127. 128 and 127. Get more at in, I think it's Amtrak train 662, the Keystone train. Headed to New York, he's pulling into Philadelphia first. He'll be going to New York. And it is the Keystone. Amtrak engine 921 is leading the train. As it comes into 30th Street Station. We're still waiting to see if the summer meteor departs 30th Street Station here to go to New York. Because it looks like it said they were riding in Philadelphia and it wasn't going to be moving, it looks like. We'll get more as it coming in. We got the New Jersey Transit train 4671 coming in on its way in here to Philadelphia from Atlantic City. Engine number 4214 coming in to Philadelphia's 30th Street Station with its 4 cars. It'll probably be the same train leaving later on in about 10 minutes from here towards Atlantic City again. Catch more as we here we got the New Jersey Transit train to Atlantic City from Philadelphia, 30th Street Station. Engine 4216 leading the way to Atlantic City as it's leaving 30th Street here. And this is NJT train 4668 to Atlantic City. That's just leaving. Catch more as we get more, and as time. We got another Amtrak train coming in. Engine 928. Got to be a Northeast Regional with the many cars that he has. We'll find out. Here we got Keystone train 662 headed to New York out of 30th Street Station here. Apparently the Keystone's got 3, 4, 5 cars, that same Amtrak engine number 921, leading the back end of it. We'll catch more as it comes in and out of 30th Street Station here in Philadelphia. Here we got Amtrak train 663 coming into 30th Street Station here. Amtrak engine 939. From New York to Harrisburg. Catch more as we get more. Here's the Acela train 2250 to Boston. Lead engine 2027. Back engine 2033 of this Acela to Boston. Catch more as we get more in at 33. On the CSX high rise up top there, right not too far from 30th Street Station, right next to 30th Street Station here, got CSX mixed freight moving through. Engine numbers 73, 75. And 8857. Moving through with the manifest freight right beside 30th Street Station here. He's just increased the engine speed another notch to get the train moving. There's a SEPTA train coming in. It's going to be a Doylestown SEPTA train coming in, or the R7 coming in. There's an Amtrak train also leaving, engine 918. Leaving, I think this is a Silver Star leaving for New York as of right now, along with the freight train we got. Actually, it doesn't look like it. It looks like a major big Northeast regional train that came in. But that's surprising because I didn't see that on the Amtrak schedule. To the freight now. We got the freight still moving slowly. And he's about to end with the boxcar. It was a mixed freight. under the freight. Catch more as we get more. Sitting here. Here we got Amtrak train 663 to Harrisburg on its way. It's a Keystone train. Amtrak engine 939 headed to Harrisburg. We may see him back here yet today, maybe not. We'll see what happens. We'll see what if he does come back or not out of our schedule that he's on today. That's more. Got an Amtrak Acela train coming in. I think this isn't one of the ones on the schedule for today of the Amtrak Acelas. And Acela engines 2028. 2007 are the engine numbers. 2028 and 2007 as they come into Philadelphia. Here we got the Amtrak Keystone train 664 coming in. 30th Street Station here. It's going to be coming in and then sitting for 10 minutes, collecting, dropping off passengers and picking them up, and then taking them to New York. Amtrak AEM7 engine number 942 coming in to 30th Street Station here. Still waiting for train 164 to show up, and then see this train go, and then 143 to show up. Here we got Amtrak train 662 to Harrisburg, I think it is. No, New York. No, 664, sorry. To New York. Amtrak engine 952. I think this is that one. Yes, it is. It is Keystone to New York. Engine 952 leading the way, going to New York, train 664. Catch more as we. Here we got New Jersey Transit train 4673, the train to Atlantic City. With the engine, the New Jersey Transit engine 4214 on its way to Atlantic City. We'll be waiting for the Pennsylvanian to show up from New York. Then they got engine P42 DC, engine 202, lined up, ready to be backed up when the train gets in. Catch more. Coming into 30th Street Station here is either the Pennsylvanian from New York, or it's got to be Amtrak Regional 82 that's late, but it can't be. Amtrak engine 909 is the engine. Here's the Crescent. We also got the Crescent leaving that came from New Orleans. And Amtrak train number 20 to New York is leaving Philadelphia's 30th Street Station right now. I think we got the Pennsylvanian coming in also. Amtrak engine 909. So you got the Crescent and the Pennsylvanian, I think both leaving, one arriving, both heading in two separate directions. And the Crescent will be returning in a couple hours back here to Philadelphia again. There goes the Pennsylvanian. The 30th Street, out of 30th Street is the Crescent. Catch more. Here we got New Jersey Transit Train 4670 coming in to 30th Street Station here. Early today he is. I had it scheduled by 10 minutes. Earlier we had the Crescent meet with the Pennsylvanian from New York going to Pittsburgh. The Pennsylvanian will be leaving soon for Pittsburgh, which we'll get, but to clarify the standings of what I was saying, that wasn't a regional, it was the Pennsylvania. We got New Jersey Transit engine 4208 with the Atlantic City train from Atlantic City coming into Philadelphia here. Once he pulls in, we'll be having the Silver Star and the Pittsburgh train, the Pennsylvania leaving from 30th Street, so we'll be able to see those. Here we got the Amtrak train number 91, the Silver Star to Miami coming in, Amtrak engine 904. Bringing in the train with some squealing cars, a baggage car, 3 sleepers, and the rest coach and cars. Coming into 30th Street Station. We're still waiting for train 82, which is 10 minutes late, train 195, and the 43 out of 30th Street Station here. Catch more as we get more. Here we got another Amtrak train coming in. This has got to be the regional. It's got to be, I don't know which regional it is. I think it's 195. That's coming in with HHP8 engine, Amtrak engine 652. It's a regional. Forget which one it is that's coming in right now. Can't tell, but we'll find out sooner or later, or today, sometime. It's probably 195 or 82 that's running late. But we'll catch more as we get more, as we keep rolling in and out of 30th Street Station. Along with Amtrak AEM7909 that brought in the Pennsylvanian. We even got Amtrak train 43, the Pennsylvanian to Pittsburgh. Amtrak P42DC engine 202 leading the train out of 30th Street Station. They've added on lots of extra cars on this train in the Northeast Regional car because it is going to be the Labor Day holiday. We are still wondering about a few trains, but I'm going to be going inside to go check and see what's going on. We'll catch more as we get Venezuela coming in next. We got Amtrak engine 942 zipping out of 30th Street Station. I think it may be going into the yard here. I don't know if they're using it for something or not. Here we got the Keystone coming in. This is the Keystone 666 coming in. It's going to be going to New York. As it bypasses engine AM7 engine 909 here. Amtrak engine 923 is tailing it, but we'll be leading it to New York. And also we have some movement of Amtrak engine 944 and 942 just joined the yard, with 944 heading out to be used for service to New York. York for the Pennsylvania. Catch more as here we got Amtrak train 2251 via Acela to Washington, D.C. from Boston. Lead engine numbers on the Acela are 2030 and 2031. He did a nice tune for us since we're filming up here from the Amtrak parking garage. Catch more as we get more. Here's that regional train 88, Amtrak engine 943, leaving Philadelphia's 30th Street Station, 10 minutes late, coming from Richmond, Virginia, where originally was started at because of Hurricane Carl. So train 88, the Northeast Regional, is now headed towards New York. It started in Richmond, Virginia, and was late by 10 minutes. Here we got Amtrak train engine 923 leading Amtrak train 666, the Keystone to New York, departing 30th Street Station here. He is headed for New York. And all we're doing is just waiting for the 147 to show up. That was him then. If not, if that was him, then we're still waiting on train 88 to show up. Catch more as we get. Here we got Amtrak train 147 to Richmond, Virginia, to regional train HHP8 engine number 664 pulling into 30th Street Station here. We still have an Acela and an NJT due, and within that time we shall get them and then move on to the rest of the train for a 2 o'clock hour, then 3 o'clock will be SEPTA and Amtrak combined. Catch more as it's rolling in and out. Here we got Acela train 2212 leaving. Engine numbers 2036. 2036 was the first one, and 2017 was the second one. He's taking off. Still waiting for the NJT, and then that's it for the time being. But we'll still have more to go through. Here we got the New Jersey Transit train 4677 to Atlantic City, leaving Philadelphia's 30th Street Station with the engine number 4208. We'll be getting more as it comes in and out of 30th Street Station here. Catch more as we get. Here we got New Jersey Transit train 4674 coming in to Philadelphia from Atlantic City. Across the river on the other side, we switch over to wait for him, is a CSX freight, CSX engine 8733 on its own, pulling this freight. Meant to be empty, he's pulling it on its own. Back to the New Jersey Transit train here, it's coming in, waiting to see the engine number. Engine number of this train is 4210. New Jersey Transit engine 4210 coming in to Philadelphia from Atlantic City. We will have 3 Amtraks and the New Jersey Transit followed by another Amtrak taking off from here as we go on. And then at 3 o'clock we'll be on SEPTA's platform to catch abreast of Amtrak and SEPTA before the day is out at 4 o'clock for us. Catch more as it's here we got Amtrak engine 924 pulling train 140, which started from Richmond, so it's a regional. For some reason he has a Keystone car attached to him as one of his regular cars. Very odd that they would do that, to add that on like that. But he's a Northeast Regional with a cab car also. Headed north to New York. We'll get more as they're coming in and out of 30th Street Station. Here we got the New Jersey Transit Atlantic City train with engine 4210 leaving. I don't know if this is train 4679 or not, but this is not, it's not supposed to leave yet because it's 2:23 and the train is due to leave at 2:40 today. It's headed back up the line. I wonder if the train is being left is leaving early because of no passengers. Find out more as I see what happens. Here again, we got what looks to be Amtrak train 99, which ends in Richmond. AEM 7 engine 921. Oh, my bad. What I originally thought was supposed to be the 99 is not. It is Keystone train 665. Amtrak engine 921 coming in because of the cab car on the end of the train. This train will be headed then to Harrisburg once it's done. Catch. Here we got New Jersey Transit train 4679. The original one wasn't. It was just an extra train headed back because they didn't need it. Of the engine of the Jersey Transit engine 4212. The Atlantic City Line train leaving Philadelphia 30th Street Station. It's the last train we'll see for today. We'll be catching some more Amtrak coming in and SEPTA, and then that'll be it before we leave at 4 o'clock on the R2, which is now just the plain Warminster train to Willow Grove. Here we got the Pennsylvanian coming in. Amtrak engine 909 is getting ready to take its position to take over for P42 DC engine number 141, which is bringing the Pennsylvanian in from Pittsburgh. The engine will uncouple and detach from its train and sit in the yard here until needed tomorrow. We'll be on the SEPTA platform catching this Pennsylvanian and headed to New York once we get up there. Catch more as we get. Here we got the R2 to Warminster with rail cars 167 and 168 coming in on track 5. The R2 to Warminster. That'll be the next train that I take will be an hour from now going home. Catch more SEPTA, and we got some Amtrak. Here we got the Keystone Amtrak engine in 9 The first Amtrak engine I said for this train, Amtrak train 665, is headed towards Harrisburg, leaving 30th Street Station. We're on the center side of the platform filming from here due to the fact that we'll be leaving in an hour from this location, from the platform 5 and 6. We got two regionals, a New Yorker train, and a New Orleans train. Here we got the airport train, which used to be the R1 airport train, with rail cars 460 and 459, all headed towards the airport. Catch more as they keep on. Here I got an Amtrak train with an HHP8 engine. Looks like to be the regional. I think this is the regional 99. That is very late, almost by a half hour to an hour, by 45 minutes almost. Not so because of problems. But he's finally in, or I think that was 194 that came in. We don't know. And we'll get more as we see more rolling in and out. Here we got the R3, which used to be the Ellen train. Is now the Ellen train, is the R3 to Ellen. Rail cars 396 and 397. All taking off south to Ellen. And we're waiting for one other train, two other trains before we here we got the Doylestown train, the local Doylestown, which used to be the R5 Lansdale Doylestown. Now it's usually just Doylestown now, with the rail cars 143, 144, 365 and 364. What used to be the Doylestown R5 Doylestown Lansdale Doylestown line is now the Doylestown Local or Lansdale Local. Here we got what used to be the R5 Malvern. It's now just the Malvern Local. With rail cars 382, 383, and 277 headed off to Malvern. With no R6 yet, but one is. The Norristown line train coming from the R2, from the Wilmington line. This used to be the R6. It's just coming in late with rail cars 404, 171, and 172. We also got the Chestnut Hill West train waiting here also to depart. He came in on time. And what used to be the R8 Chestnut Hill West is now just Chestnut Hill West trains. And we also will have the Pennsylvania to New York be leaving shortly from Amtrak's 30th Street Station. We'll catch us at the train when he's leaving, and we'll catch the Amtrak train along with it if we can at the boat. Here comes the Chestnut Hill West train, which used to be the R8. Rail cars 420 and 419, all taking off Hill West. Catch more as it keeps. And as like I said, Amtrak engine 909 is pulling the Pennsylvania train 42, the 325 scheduled departure. Sorry about that. Scheduled departure from Philadelphia's 30th Street Station to New York. We'll catch more as they keep rolling in and out of there, out of 30th Street on their side there, and out of SEPTA side here. Here we got the regional coming in, which is early. Can't tell which Amtrak engine number, but it looks like maybe 901 or 941 coming in. And that's regional 161 to 330 coming in Amtrak's 38th Street station. Just early now, about 4 minutes early. They'll be expecting a SEPTA train to West Trenton. Here we got West Trenton local train coming in. Used to be the R3 West Trenton train with the rail cars 313 and 312 going to West Trenton. Catch more as a... I just got another regional train. Don't know the Amtrak engine number. It's hard to make out from here. But it looks like to be another regional going north. I think this is regional 194 that was late, leaving for New York from Philadelphia's 30th Street. Catch more as it's coming in and out. Here we got the airport train again. This one's from the Warminster line. Rail cars 184 and 183 to the airport. Used to be the R1 from the R2 Warminster line. Okay, we'll catch the next one on the platform for me to go. We got the Chestnut Hill East train, which used to be the R7 Chestnut Hill East train coming in. Rail cars 353 and 352, all headed to Chestnut Hill East. We're still expecting a Wilmington train, plus an Amtrak Crescent, and a few other. Got the Wilmington train, the Wilmington line, which used to be the R2 Wilmington line. Arkansas Wilmington line. Rail cars 412 and 278, all taken off to Wilmington from Norristown on Saturdays. Still got one more Amtrak train to catch before we head home, and a few more. I got the R5 coming in, rail cars 455, 456, 375, and 374, all coming in, going to Market East. Lviovska flyer? Trying to think. Hold on. There we go. I got you. We got the Amtrak Crescent in the last video. This one is a R7 Temple University train, which has rail cars 283, 425, 426, all headed towards Temple University. We did see an Amtrak Acela. We caught the Crescent, and I was thinking, because I was on the phone at the time, my apologies, but we'll try and catch what we can within these next couple minutes, because we got 3 trains back to back actually 2 trains back to back within these next couple minutes, I hope. We got the R5 to Thorndale, which is now just a Thorndale local with the rail cars 458, 457, and 286, with the R7 coming in, with the Trenton train right behind it. And we'll get to that as soon as it pulls out, and just in time for our train to head home. Looks like we got I think it's the R8 Fox Chase coming in with rail cars 387 and 386, the Fox Chase. And we also still got the Trenton train, which is still sitting there on the side, on its track there. We'll get it Here we got the Trenton train, which used to be the R7 Trenton, with rail cars 178, and a really big squealer, 178, 177, and 290. All you have to do is just wait for the R2 to Warminster, the Warminster train, and we'll be heading home to Willow Grove.
Warminster, next to arrive on track 5.
R2, the Warminster train with rail cars 459 and 460. 459 and 460. We'll get the rest of this other video or two in Willow Grove, and that'll be the end of our day. The end of the journey, the end of a long day on 30th Street. We'll go to 30th Street and back, 459, 460, and our journey. That's it for today. Happy Labor Day.